I welcome you to Change Makers by ABBS podcast.
My name is Rahul and I hail from Dharwad, Karnataka
Why did you switch from coding to marketing?
because I'm a people person.
What is the most surprising consumer trend that you have seen?
What I am observing is people nowadays are looking for more authentic brand.
What matters the most, data or storytelling?
I would say that storytelling wins here.
What is Change Makers by ABBS mean to you? Do you think that this is a good initiative?
It is really creating the impact.
I welcome you to Change Makers by ABBS podcast. Thank you so much for joining us in today.
Thank you so much for having me here. I'm glad and excited, to have the conversation to take it ahead. Thank you so much.
Right. So before we get into the actual conversation, would you mind letting us know a bit about yourself, your journey so far, and also the work that you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my name is Rahul and I hail from Dharwad, Karnataka, which is one district of Karnataka, North Karnataka side. And there I completed my schooling, my undergraduation, all those things in the computer science happened there. And from there, like my actual tech journey had started because I completed my computer science degree. And after that, I was placed in a company called Deloitte. And once I was placed there, but the thing was, that was not something which I was liking. So I just wanted to, change my, I had always dreamed to do masters. And the thoughts which was roaming around here and there was like, no, you should do masters after your UG. And I was like, okay. So I just wrote a PGCT exam and then, I got into ABBS and from there my MBA journey had started. And then the 2 wonderful years of my MBA. And after that, I took placements and I just started working in a company called Horizontal, which was a staffing recruitment company. And there I was working as a marketing analyst for 1 to 1.5 years. And then recently past, in the month of May, I joined a company called Ascendion, where I'm working as a global marketing operation executive. So yeah, that's about me.
How did you switch from coding to marketing? Or rather, I can ask, why did you switch from coding to marketing?
Okay, so see, everyone in this life, it takes time. Like everyone has a time where they understand that what exactly they want to do. I in a simple, I would say that the purpose of what you want to do or the purpose of life. Like everyone was chasing coding, everyone was chasing the tech job. Even I followed the same thing. But no, I actually land on the field, and then I realized that no, this is not something which is meant for me because I'm a people person. I believe I'm a people person. I'm an extrovert. I love to interact with people. But coding job was something which was not allowing me to do that, and that always kept me demotivated. And then when I till the time I had completed my UG, I was not sure that I will be even pursuing MBA also, and that much clueless I was. But later on, did little bit of research through guidance from the people I got to that MBA would make me sure that I am kind of connecting with more and more people, the networking, and that's what I wanted to do. And once I actually landed on my MBA career, from the day one, I actually understood that I'm at the right path. This is where I'm actually able to connect to people. And the leading coding journey it was not overnight. It just happened gradually, slowly with time. Now also, if you ask me that coding is something which I have not left like fully because 20% of my job still holds the coding part. It is not core coding, but still it is a coding and somewhere it still helps me. But again, I'm exactly what I'm doing now.
Right. Absolutely. Whatever we learn in our life that stays with us and also is helpful in certain way in our future as well. So,
Absolutely.
yeah. So, what is most surprising consumer trend that you have seen in your career?
Okay, so this is something which is very interesting. So currently we are into B2B, but when it comes to B business and what I have seen and what I am observing is people nowadays, the generation the way it is changing, they are looking for more authentic brand and authentic advertisement, everything which is comes to authentic rather than the polished one. Now, why authentic? Because people are able to connect with their mind and heart, with their life which has happened earlier in their life, and that's how they connect with the brand. Now, I will give you a very good example. Like everyone know how Zomato is, pushing their notifications, the funny or the emotional, and sometimes. So there is that they're not promoting food; they're promoting their brand through authenticity and through what exactly they are feeling. Now, second example would be if you go and check Swiggy Instamart reels on the Instagram, you can see that they are posting most about the behind the scenes. And those behind the scenes, makes us connect with them, and those rather than having those polished advertisement, the brand. So the trend is changing. People are more, like to consume the authenticity rather than the polished one. Another very good example is a Dove advertisement. If you see, they are not into fancy models. They take the raw, the authentic, the woman there to have their advertisement. So people are actually connecting them. They're connecting their heart and mind there, and that is how it is going. And I feel that that is something which is very important nowadays, because as the generation is changing, the brands are also changing.
Right. So,
Yeah.
in a marketing campaign, what matters the most, data or storytelling?
See, both are equally important, but if you ask me to choose one, I would say that storytelling wins here. Now, I will tell you how. So, a vehicle
Yeah.
needed fuel, right, to run, to get its power. So, same, exactly, it happens with data and storytelling. So, consider your vehicle as a story, and data is something which is fuel. So, unless and because data gives you the actual data, how your storytelling is performing.
Yeah.
But still, you need data equally, and you need storytelling to run, to recycle, as we need the fuel. So for the to run the storytelling campaign properly, we need the proper data, to run that. Now, I would again say that storytelling is somewhere which clearly wins here. There is no second thought for me.
Right, right, absolutely. So data is playing the supporting role, and the hero of the film would be storytelling. So,
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
right. So how did the LinkedIn post reach 3 million plus impressions? So what was the secret behind it, and how did you do that?
Okay. So, this is again, I would say that I was not chasing number there. I was chasing what I wanted to do. And the for 3 million was a byproduct of what I wanted to do. Now, I started my LinkedIn journey when I just passed 2014, my 10th standard. And someone guided me that you should be having a LinkedIn profile. But I just created LinkedIn profile, but I had not opened it till 2022, I would say. So from 2014 to 2022, almost, the 7, 8 years where I'm not opened my LinkedIn. But 2022, when I started my MBA, I got to know that networking is very important. Apart from your college, you need to network with your industry experts, and where you will find them. Oh, absolutely on LinkedIn. And that's the reason, I started my LinkedIn journey. I started posting about what exactly I'm feeling, what exactly I'm facing. But but it should reach to your right target audience. So for the LinkedIn, my target audience were my juniors, the one who is struggling, like the way I struggle. So I started targeting them. And exactly my storytelling, the raw content, the raw data which I used to put there, the exact case where I am kind of, going through. I tried to post there, and absolutely people loved it. And currently I'm in a 5 million impression. The 3 million is an old number, I would say. So it just happened in 2 to 3 years where I reached the 5 million cross, and people love to read those all raw posts. So this is one advice also for someone who is, constantly. And yes, consistency plays a very important role in LinkedIn. Like you need to be very much consistent with your data, with exactly the post which you are creating. It should align with others also. So that's
Right.
something. Yeah.
So can you give a little bit of suggestions or ideas for different platforms as well, like apart from LinkedIn?
Huh. So I'm active on Instagram also, YouTube active short trend. So I would say that it doesn't matter what is your niche. It depends on what trend is going on. Now, if you see someone who is posting tech, but someone who is posting the dance reel, you could say the dance reels are getting more views, but the tech one is not getting. Why? Because she's following or he's following the trend. But you have to merge yourself with the trend which is going on. Now, using the same song, you can merge your tech skills, your tech content there, and absolutely it has a chance to go wider. So moving with
Right.
trend, right? Marketing is all about moving with trend, and trend changes with time. You need to understand, you need to catch that trend, spend enough time on the data. Like now data plays a very important role here to understand that what is a trend going on, what is that something that algorithm is playing around, and you should be knowing that. If you know that, then absolutely you are good to go with.
Right. So we all know that we are living in an era which is called as collaboration era. So it's not only like collaborating with real people. Even the social media algorithms also love collaboration. That means like you are collaborating the trending music with
Yes.
your talent and presenting it as a new content. So yes. So how do chai breaks and culture actually inspire your marketing journey?
And see, marketing or any of the business vertical is always not just about the big fancy boardrooms, the techs which you are sitting and working. sometimes it's all about, sitting with your friends, having chai, your colleagues having chai, with humor, with the emotions, with the heart and mind. You are actually opening up and talking, discussing about what we can do. Now, in a boardroom, I cannot open my phone and watch reels. So that's how happen with chai breaks. If someone is saying that, yes, this is a new trend which we are seeing, we are into B2C, so we can follow this trend. Those kind of brainstorming ideas comes in chai breaks, and it actually activates you. It activates your mind, heart, everything. So that's how the culture which is built in chai breaks are sometimes very important, and most of the ideas, successful ideas, comes from there.
Right. It looks like a culture and also it looks like a brand. Maybe you can take it as ahead as a brand that can resonate with you. And also, why only chai break? It can be coffee break as well for the
Absolutely.
people who love.
Yeah, but yeah, someone who can come with their coffee also. Absolutely right.
Right. So,
Yeah.
what does change makers by ABBS mean to you? Do you think that this is a good initiative by ABBS?
Yes, absolutely. So I would say that change maker for me is all about creating impact, a courageous step, I would say. Now, creating
Mhm.
courageous steps, I would like to explain, like, it is very difficult to take initiative for anything. And, only ideas unless and until you are executing it. But what I can see, the
Mhm.
change maker platform is something which is in the execution phase, which has crossed there all the phases. And it is really creating the impact. Once you take the steps and when you see that the impact is happening, it means that you are at the right path. And that's what I can see with the change makers happening. It motivates, it makes sure that someday even the one who is seeing should be the part of this. So
Yeah.
that is back, and that hits, and that's motivates everyone. So example for me, now I am a part of this. When it goes live and when I see that others are seeing this and connecting with the journey, and they also want to be the part of this, and that's how the change makers are giving that platform, and it's really inspires, it motivates. So that's why I say it's a courageous step, and it is a impactful. It is actually creating the impact.
Right.
So
Yes. So, do you believe that we all are change makers in one or other way because we all have our own journey that can inspire others as well?
yes, this is very true. We all are born different. We all are different. So we all comes with different ideas. Like the famous quote which says that even though the two clocks are showing the same time, but they are not moving together. So it's actually happens with the humans too. So we all are different. So each one of us, we have a different story to tell, a different inspiring journey to see. And some of the other places we both can connect somewhere, and that connections could lead to different motivation, and that would lead to take the courageous step. So absolutely I agree that we all comes to a different journey, but by telling those journey to each other, it will inspire and it will take them ahead.
Right. So, what would be your advice for ABBS students who are chasing for a career in marketing?
So, I would like to holistically answer this, not just marketing, because
Yeah.
MBA is all about. See, for me, MBA was not a degree. I would say it was not a professional degree or something. For me, MBA was an experience, and I would suggest everyone to follow MBA as an experience. Live it. Just live it. Go and live it, because MBA is the only platform, the only place where you would be doing both tech, non-tech, and everything. So it's not that you are sitting 8 hours of classes, attending 8 hour classes, and your MBA is done. No, it is absolutely not like that. For that, for that other degrees are there. But I would say MBA is all about experience. You have to experience each and everything. MBA gives you a lot of opportunities, the club activities, the presentation skills which you can improve inside the class, and attending a lot of inter college events, and it will give you a lot of opportunity to do that. So I would say that MBA is all about experience, and you have to live that experience, and that will automatically change you as a whole person. That's what happened with me. What I am today, I would definitely say that it's all because of MBA, and that too from ABPS. So that motivates me.
Right. All right. It was really an insightful conversation with you. And thank you so much for joining us in today. And you really have a great career path. And I'm sure, like people who will be watching this podcast, they will take a lot of inspiration from you. And thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me here. And absolutely, I agree that, once it goes live and when I see that people are actually liking it, then that is something which is motivation for me also. And I would like to continue this journey. So thank you so much.